Yours.
Oh shit, hold on.
Hold on, Andy. We live.
Well, hello, and welcome to the That's So Good podcast with Chef Nisi. How are you doing today, audience? Give me 1 second while I get my other situation going. All right, welcome. Welcome to the That's
Hey.
So Good podcast show with Chef Nisi and Mr. Andre Holman. He is the owner and founder of the R Network. How are you doing today, Andre?
I'm doing awesome. I'm doing awesome. Thank you for allowing me to be here.
Thank you for your consideration and participation. I am so excited to be here with you today. I have some questions. I want to get up and close and personal and just find out a little bit about you, food, and media production and how that merges together.
Okay.
How's your day been going so far?
It's going really, really well. It's a beautiful day outside. It's cold. It was cold earlier, but now it feels really, really good. So
Yes, we got some sunshine out there. We
yes,
got some birds and we got some beautiful leaves and fall colors out there. So it puts you in a good mood, getting ready for the holiday, getting ready for that good food.
yes.
So we're getting ready to start with some questions and hope that
Okay.
you're ready. They're not too bad. We're not going to be too long, so you get back to your productions.
Okay. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
So tell me a little bit about you. Who are you, Andre?
So I'm Andre Holman. Married 30 years.
Okay, congratulations.
Four kids,
Mhm.
2 boys, 2 girls. My youngest, Danielle, is a senior at Mizzou. I have 2 beautiful granddaughters, and I'm living a dream, working in television production, doing what I've loved to do since I was a little kid, and basically I've just taken something that I've basically loved and turned it into a career. And having worked here for the city of St. Louis's television studio for 30 years, and now launching off my own network, the ITV network.
The RTV network. That is amazing because that's an all moment to be working in the studios for 30 years and then you now it's all you.
Yeah.
It's all you.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I feel like that's what it's about.
Yes,
That's it.
it is.
And I feel that God prepared me for this, giving me the opportunity to work for the city of St. Louis and produce content and really fine tune my skills, but then also moving up into management and now to running a television station. Then it just opened the door for me to say, okay, well now I need to do my own platform as well. So
Exactly, and
yeah.
I'm in agreement with that. I'm glad to be here. Just the feeling of it is amazing, and I just remember when I first came here. We're going to talk about how we met. I did an interview here with one of the ladies that was working here with Ferguson. I was doing the Taste
Taste of Ferguson.
Yes, and then you were
Yes.
here working, and I had some samples of some sweet potato pie. A lot of people in the building got to get some, but you were so busy.
Oh.
You were so busy doing your thing that you didn't get to get a
Let me
piece.
tell you something. Do you know that I since that day I've known you as a sweet potato lady, the sweet potato pie lady. I said she did not have enough sweet potato pie for me. How did my staff let me go unnourished that day without my sweet potato pie? I was like,
Okay.
and they were bragging, talking about how good it was. I'm like, how are you going to not give me any and then come and tell me how good it was?
I did put a little whipped cream in that one. That was some good pie. I put extra butter and vanilla in that. That was really good. I'm so thankful because now, years later, I'm meeting you now, and now you're running the place.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See how the universe will put you where you need to be at the right time. It waits for you to mature to be to the level you need to be in.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
So it is a blessing. So
Truly.
again, thank you for letting me assist you with your, media. Thank you for letting me be here. And lights, camera, action. I just want to be in the atmosphere. And by you being Black and being St. Louis bound and you down to earth, it really feels, natural and authentic.
Oh, thank you. I love St. Louis. We have our flaws, but this is a city that I pretty much, lived in my whole life. Everything I've done has been consumed in this city, from going to school. This is where my dad first learned his trade as being a pipe fitter. Going to Sumner High School where my parents went.
Oh, shout out to Sumner. Shout
Yeah,
out to
Bulldogs,
Sumner.
don't forget it. But then, coaching Little League football at the Herbert Hoover Boys and Girls Club on Grand. Then working here for the city of St. Louis for 30 years. It's everything, like I said, everything that I've done is like, it feels like the city of St. Louis. And so I'm just thankful for the opportunity to be able to try to give back to this city.
Yes, that's a good thing, because a lot of people would love an opportunity to, meet you, or just get an opportunity to show their gift in a studio. That's how food and media merges, in my opinion, because media marketing helps assist me, get the word out. I need the media. I need media, and the media is going to be the new now.
Definitely.
Yes, it is.
And so, one of the things and I'm so glad to see that you are, stepping outside of your comfort zone. Some people would just say, "Oh, I'm good at cooking. I'm just going to stay right here." But you have branched off to say, "Hey, I've got so much more to offer."
Yeah, because I'm still cooking as we speak. Right now, I got food going. I got an event coming up called the Taste of Gratitude, and which is where I'm going to give back to the community for free for a couple of hours, to give them some food, some nice hot meals that they can have prior to Thanksgiving, so they can just have a good day. No special thing. This is how my business wants to give back
to the community.
And then every other month I do something spectacular, some type of giveaway. But for Thanksgiving or giving thanks, I want to do the Taste of Gratitude, which is this Wednesday. So that's my giveaway announcement.
Everybody knows where to be.
Everybody knows where to be. It's going to be at St. Paul AME Church on Hamilton and Julian here in St. Louis, Missouri. So if you're friends with me or Andre, or you're viewing this, you're more than welcome to attend that on Wednesday from 2 to 4. So, Mr. Andre, back to you.
Okay.
How does the media impact the way we look at food, in your opinion?
Well, one of the things that I thought was extremely important was for me to produce a television show around cooking. And we've had a show called Best of the STL, where we used to bring on some of the best restaurants around St. Louis to come and cook on a live show. Because that's one of the things that every day we do it. And it's important for us to do it. If we do it right, we're taking care of our bodies. If we don't do it right, we sometimes feel a little sluggish. Like right now, if we weren't feeling good right now, you and I wouldn't be, I'd be like, "Hey, Andy, can you fill in for me? I need to take a break. I need to go take a nap." Food is, it just gives you energy. It just puts you in a different mode. And I think what better way to bring media and food together than talk about culture, and the different communities in St. Louis. We talk about fish. What's the best place to eat fish? Ooh, what's the best place to go get your desserts?
Yes.
What's the best place to go get your wings? People, that's what we do here in St. Louis.
Find a spot. They got the name of whatever the food is. Go to that spot. But that's what I want to be. I want to be the spot that got all the hot stuff.
Yes.
Everything tastes so good.
Yes.
That's so good.
And all somebody has to do is say, "That's so good," and show it on Facebook or Instagram or whatever.
That's right.
And people are like, "Oh man, I need to check that place out."
That's right.
We're living in a different time now where you can really promote yourself to a larger audience, where you got your own platform.
That's right. That's
what you're doing. That's what you've been doing.
Yes, and it feels good, because remember, we talked about how I didn't have such a good life in the beginning, but that'll be on season 3. We'll talk about that.
But that's great. That's inspiring, because you're going to inspire somebody else to say, "Wow, look what she did. Look what she had to overcome to get where she is now. I can do that."
Yeah, I would like people to fall in love with my journey instead of the result of me. I want them to know what I went through. Yes. Follow the journey instead of waiting on the result. Fall in love with the process.
Yeah.
The process is amazing.
Yes. It is.
But my motto is to write it, read it, and run it.
Wow.
So as you can see, I got this book here.
Wow.
I write it down, I read it, and I run it. So that's a "Are you ready" moment.
I love that.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I love that.
Thank you.
I love that.
So, food and media production. How is food and media related? So we kind of just answered that in one, but if we sum it up in all, I'm saying all so much. All up in my system.
This just happened when you just in the room. You just you're going to get something that you didn't. You're going to get something that you didn't know at first, and you're going to say,
It's like when you finally grasp it. So all is a good thing.
Yeah, I love that.
Exactly. So good title. So to sum it all up, food and media is related through food blogs, food groups, because a lot of those things are expanding. People have to present their recipes and show you how to do stuff on live with their presentations. For example, they got mukbang where people are eating things, enormous items, eating them, and that's doing great. But however, I want to attract a different audience without having to eat so many things with, opening my mouth so wide. Why come I can't give you a good taste with a good flavor? Flavor is the new thing. That's what's popping. That's where it's at. Flavor. That's the new thing. That's the new thing, flavor. I got a couple more questions for you, Mr. Andre. Okay. And we've been here about 10, 15 minutes so far, so we're doing really good. We're doing really good. Your go-to food when it's time for you to get ready to work, what do you eat? What's your favorite food?
You won't believe this.
Oh, Lord.
You won't believe this.
I'm ready.
I love Brussels sprouts.
That's good. That's baby cabbage. And it's good for you.
I love Brussels sprouts. Oh my gosh! Don't do grilled Brussels sprouts.
I hear that. So men do eat Brussels sprouts. Don't be afraid to eat Brussels sprouts. They are delicious.
Yes.
If they're seasoned properly, got good flavor, and like he said, on the grill, so it's just small little pieces of cabbage and complemented with a nice little protein.
Wow. That's it.
And a nice little drink, you'd be all right. You'd be together. Nice beverage.
Nice beverage.
If it's alcohol,
it could be a nice little glass of wine.
Yeah, after 6 o'clock, after all your work is done.
Right.
But media, let me speak on media for just 1 second. People kind of get the perception from media. So that's why it's very important to put out certain content, because kids are being raised off of media, raised off of Facebook and off of any type of phone device that they have. So I want to put content out there that's good stuff to look at, since the world is being used by looking at TV. Yeah. Perception is what lives in one's subconscious mind.
Yeah. And you have to understand that sometimes people put out there things that they know are not factual, and they know that someone is still going to believe it, even though they just put it out there in the atmosphere. I'm going to say this, and watch how many people believe it and act on it. And so we have to do our research, just like when you're cooking, when you're making your favorite dish. You got your ingredients. You have certain things that have to go in the mixture to make it just right.
That is correct.
People need to do their research and make sure that things are in alignment, that they understand, instead of just saying, "Oh, that's probably true." So, media is powerful.
It is.
It's powerful.
So you got your powerful job. I'm like being president. You got to be careful on what you put out there. So that is a good job, and congratulations on that. I mean, you got to pick the right things to put on your network so people can continue to look at it and view and share with other people. So
and that's one of the things it's difficult, because when I look at the network, I say there's an array of so many people that I want to tune into the network. Now, I have majority of my content is probably for the African American community, but when you think about cooking, when you think about sports, when you think about movies, when you think about, say, just some of the things that you do for lifestyle, fashion, fitness, everybody wants to get into that. That's not something that just the African American community does. So I hope to engage people bring them into the network, but then start having real strong dialogue about some things that we need to talk about, relationships.
Ooh.
So
yes.
yeah,
We need to talk about, and if anybody that knows me know that I would love to talk about relationships. We can tune in on food and relationships. That's gonna be next. Food and relationships. But yeah, and that's why I'm glad we have a relationship now that we're building with media. So hopefully we can talk about moving forward in the future with some possibilities that I have in media production. So stay tuned for that. My friends and family and viewers and my Podbean listeners. We're going to be here for a few more minutes. I got about 3 more questions for Andre. And
all right.
Give you guys.
She said 3 more, y'all.
I'll do it, yeah.
She's got them in her, she knows she's got them in that book.
Remember, write it down, read it.
That's right.
And run it.
That's right. Do your research so you know what questions to ask.
And I've learned to write everything down because that's my ingredient to making whatever I'm trying to make. Right. I have to write the stuff down and then believe that it's going to work. That's how I've been living off of my thoughts, Andre.
Wow.
So I apologize for staying on you so much about this this interview because it means so much to me to just be upgrading my interviews. It speaks to my soul when I know I'm going up.
Well, I feel, I always feel privileged to have the opportunity to even be interviewed. Someone just said before we started, oh, he's always interviewed. I do. But I don't take it for granted. I'm like, man, somebody thinks that my story is interesting. So, I look at it as a blessing to let other people know what I've been through and what I've done to get to this point. So,
okay. Yeah. Well, we're all dealing with the most main topic in media right now, which is the pandemic.
Yes.
How have you been dealing with that, and how has it affected your productivity?
Yeah, it's been difficult. Having worked here at STL TV for many, many years, this is the first time we've ever had a challenge like this where we could no longer do studio shows. We had to basically go to a different format where we could still keep city government, the city of St. Louis, moving from the mayor's office to the president of the board of aldermen to committee meetings, comptroller. We had to make sure that those things kept moving. And so thanks to an awesome staff, we were able to do Zoom meetings for everything within city government. That's how it affected us professionally, or me professionally, and just trying to make sure we all kept our jobs, kept everybody moving. And we were blessed. We were able to get through it. And, we kept the city of St. Louis moving, city government moving. When it comes to the pandemic, personally, it's been tough. I've lost a dear friend of mine, Mark Anthony, rest in peace, who was a fashion designer.
Yeah, I've seen it. I heard he had some nice things. I synced that.
Yeah. He was an awesome guy who he and I have become really good friends over the last probably almost 10 years. And always supported my events, networking events, Super Bowl parties, whatever. He was always there and willing to, hey, Andre, you want to give away something at the next event? And, I take relationships very seriously. My dad always told me, he said, keep good people around you, son, and you're going to be all right. Keep good people around you, and you will definitely make it.
Exactly. I mean, good people put you in a good mood, and good food put you in a good mood. So if you're around good people, good food, how can your day be bad?
No.
How can you not have a good experience with the day?
That's it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, so the pandemic had been very hard on me and my family and friends. We actually have lost a couple of guys I even went to high school with. But we are. Hopefully people are becoming more educated on what's going on with COVID. And I know both of us are vaccinated. So people are probably like, are they okay? But the one thing that I stress to people is do your research. I know I have a lot of family members, friends, people who say, oh, I don't know. If you don't know, then you need to do your research. Don't listen to what other people are saying. Do your own research.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I think it's designed to keep you in fear and designed for you to just stay at a standstill, sit in the house, and not be creative. So, I'm not gonna let the pandemic stop me. If anything, it has helped me tap into me and get out of my, stubbornness and my stubborn ways.
And that's what we have to take advantage of. Time. Time is something that we cannot get back.
Oh no.
During COVID is basically the birth of the ITV network. That's when it basically took place. So I'm just truly thankful to be here. And we just gotta keep moving, girl.
Fantastic.
Gotta keep moving.
Yes, we are, and we're gonna keep on moving with these questions. So we can get on out here and get us something good to eat. I put a little quick, I'm a little humorous at times. Why did you even decide to work in TV, Andre?
Wow.
Why you even want to be a TV man?
You know what? I'm going to have to say that that's the first time I really, really have been asked that question.
See, why did you could have been a lawyer, doctor, football star. I know you like football. We ain't gonna talk about that, but we know you love football. You could have been a football man.
So growing up, my dad, while I was playing football, when I was 7 years old, my dad had this little 16 millimeter camera, if you will.
Okay.
It was a 16 millimeter, 8 millimeter. Well, my dad used to run up and down the sideline at Northwest High School.
Okay.
Where most of my Little League football games took place. And people were like, man, your dad is at every game with that camera. I'm like, yeah, he wants to make sure he can look back and then I can look back on these days. And it's so funny because my very first touchdown I have when I was 7 years old, he recorded that. I still have that. I still have the film that it was originally recorded on.
With a VCR tape.
No, I'm talking. It's a film. It's one of those film cameras.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean go there. I'm sorry.
She said VHS.
Well, I want a VHS. My daddy used to do that too. Record us singing and dancing.
Yeah,
and he just loved to do it and got tapes and tapes and tapes.
Yeah, well, that's how my dad felt about recording us, and he actually filmed us, and I was like, man, I love that. And then when I got to high school, I started making my own. Then he moved to video. He had a video camera then. I started making my own little highlight reel. I was like, man, I'm going to send this off to colleges so that colleges will come and look at me. It's just so weird now today how kids have it so much better than we had it back then. But I made my own. I got 2 video VCRs, and I had one play and one record, and I made my own little highlight video. And so it's funny. It is funny. But
okay, they worked though, didn't it?
It did. It really did. And that's actually when I started like, man, I love this. I love this videotaping and editing stuff. And it kind of took off when I got into a class at Sumner High School where this teacher taught me how to make my first commercial. And that was it. I was sold. And when I left Sumner to go to Missouri State University, I was like, I already know what I want to do here.
Shout out to Missouri State University.
That's it.
My son,
let's go, Birds.
My son was a student at Missouri State, so shout out Missouri State.
Let's go, Birds.
Yes. Got a couple of more, and we're almost out of here.
All right, because my stomach is grinding.
I know. I thought I heard it. The microphone. I thought I was hearing things.
That was Andy's.
Oh, okay. That's an engineer. Sorry. Shout out to Andy. He helped assist us get everything going. So we're going live from all these streams. So shout out to Andy, the engineer here at All TV Network. What entity has inspired you and why to be the man you are today? Daddy? Is it your daddy?
I would probably say my dad. I would say my mom and dad, but I think my dad because I actually watched him work so hard as a pipe fitter. My dad was one of the first pipe fitters in the state of black pipe fitters in the state of Missouri.
Now, for those who don't know what a pipe fitter is, what is that?
So,
but I don't know.
So, like when you actually have piping of a new building, so say like my dad worked on the Edward Jones Dome, the American Center. When they actually started to build that place, you have to put the foundation in, but then you have to start doing the piping. So it doesn't make any difference if it's plumbing, whatever. All that stuff has to be welded. If you're talking about the HVAC, the heating, air conditioning,
all that,
somebody has to get under there and weld that stuff to make sure it's solid, that there won't be any issues with leaking or whatever. That's what my dad did for 35 years.
Ooh,
35
man.
years.
Down there building. Ooh,
worked at the airport, worked on the Anheuser-Busch brewery. He worked, the Ford plant. He did. He worked on a lot of different projects. But I know that watching my dad come home every day and just how hard he worked for us, I think it made a real impact on the lives of me and my brothers. And I just remember as a kid when I was really young, every day my dad came home, I just looked forward to helping him take off his shoes. I just go to him when he sit in his favorite chair and just be like, Dad, let me help you. And I wanted to help him. I just wanted to show him just some gratitude in a small way. Like, man, I know you had a hard day.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that feels good when the kids can come and appreciate the daddy. Yeah. And daddy come home and everything's better.
Yeah.
Gratitude is an attitude to have these days. The attitude of gratitude.
That's it.
And again, for my viewers and listeners, the Taste of Gratitude will be on Wednesday. Free food for the St. Louis metropolitan area from 2 to 4. It's going to be turkey, ham, ribs, baked chicken, and a number of delicious sides, beverages, and desserts. Andre, before we get out of here, before you start doing TV, what was your love of work? What did you love to do before you started doing TV? What was your job before you?
This is probably going to blow your mind.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
This is going to blow your mind.
Don't blow it up yet.
The one thing that I love doing, and I don't know if I thought it was a job, but it was something that I love to do. I love making cakes.
That did blow my mind.
I told my mother, I'd be like, Mom, it's Monday Night Football. Every Monday, my mom would have the ingredients ready for me. I'm like, hey, we got Monday Night Football tonight, Mom. We got to have a cake or something when we finish eating. And I used to always do that. If you ask my brothers today, they'd be like, yeah, my little brother, he loved making cakes for every Monday Night Football game.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. But that's nice. Food, say how food and media go together.
Yeah.
He already loved food and I love the media, and it's just like it merges together. Yeah. So how can people get in contact with you, Andre, if they want to just get information on their studios or how they can be a part of the studios, or just tell them some information on how to get in contact with you? Yeah,
so I want to give a shout out first to STL TV because that's where I'm actually today.
Okay.
Give a shout out to the staff and everybody. I love the crew and all we do here. The ITV network is downtown, 301 Memorial Drive.
Okay.
That's where you can find us, where we're building, getting ready. But if you need to get in contact with me, you can reach me at Andre, ANDREH, at AHTVnet.com. So that's Andre H, ITVnet.com. You can also give me a phone call, 314-320-3654. We're looking for really good content, new shows, new personalities to just showcase. Look out for Chef Nisi coming soon.
Yes. I'll get ready for that. Yes,
it's just great to meet different people here in the St. Louis area who are really talented and have the ability to make a difference in people's lives. And so that's what we're looking for.
So you guys hear that? If you want to get in touch with Andre, you think you want to come out and show your skills, you want to just be on the platform, send him some information, send him an email just to get to know him. He's a real cool guy. As you can see, he loves football and he likes to bake cakes. He loves football and he likes to bake cakes. So thank you guys for tuning in. I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy holidays. And again, please come out on Wednesday for the free food giveaway. From 2 to 4. That's So Good pop-up buffet. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, Andre.
You too.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye.
Peace out. and the phone.
Yep.